Hey guys, back again. Got another one of these cats. This is a 1996 Arctic Cat Bearcat 454. This one's also in pretty good shape. I think the worst part I hate about this is that seat gap. The seat kind of warped on me. Decent cover still, but I don't know, the sun must have warped it a little bit. So yeah, this is a 454 liquid cooled single cylinder, single overhead cam design. It's got Arctic Cat's first attempt at the independent trailing arms, basically. This 454 definitely has good power. We'll take it for a ride here in a minute, and you guys can see how she goes. Everything on this thing is just beefy. Got beefy bumpers, beefy racks. They definitely made it very rugged back then. Of course, a lot of people are using ATVs for trails now. Yeah, it's got a bruise over there, but you know, back then you were working them a lot more. Instead of being a toy. It's got it's a 5-speed. Well, it's technically a 10-speed. It's got 5 gears high and 5 gears in a low, with a rocker shifter down there. So this one's got 4,329 miles on it. Yep, let's give her a whirl. All right, so give this thing a whirl. It's got electric start and also a backup recoil on it. Fires right up. It's been running. Otherwise I would have had to choke it, but I don't have to choke it right now. So it's that rocker switch, first gear. We'll go through the woods here. We got a little snow, but these beefy mud lights should be able to handle it. They're one size bigger too on this, 26 inch, where stock is 25. So I'll show you what I really like about these. Get our neutral back up. So it's, like I said, it's a 5-speed, but you can put this thing in a low range, first gear, and it will literally crawl anywhere. You do not have to use your brakes. I mean, no brakes, just literally crawls. You could pull whatever you want to. I mean, I don't think you'd have an issue with having the power just because of how low geared it is. It would just be a matter of you know, traction. But yeah, this really saves on the brakes. Just put it right along. But so yeah, go through the trails here. I'll take it up the road. We can do like a top speed test. These are not speed demons, but you get an idea of how fast she goes. These tires are very impressive. Just idle through stuff. I'm gonna put this thing back in high range because low is a little too low for me. I believe, like I was saying, this is a 96. I believe this is one of the first years Arctic Cat started making ATVs. Yeah, pretty sure 96 was the first year. So this machine definitely, of course, it's got the, I was gonna say it doesn't ride the best, a little stiff, but it does have these big heavy tires on that are very hard, so that kind of makes the ride a little rougher. Same thing with handling. There's a lot of tread, but not a lot of contact on the hard pack, so. But nice machine. You know, somebody did some riding with this thing, 4,000 miles. Definitely nothing wrong with these cats. We'll see what we can get into up here. So, first gear, high range. We'll see how, I mean, you can still run first gear, high range, and not worry about running out of power. Low range, I don't even know if I'd use that unless you were towing something. Because this is first gear, high range right now. 10 miles an hour, and you can hear it revving up a little bit. Yeah, nice. Made it. So yeah, these are great work animals, but I mean, you can definitely trail ride the machine too. That's about it here. Your reverse is right here. Throw that back into neutral. Like I said, they're not speed demons. The 400 I test drove, 45 miles an hour, that thing was screaming. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be about the same. This does have a little more torque than that 400. It should help you around the trail for sure. I gotta watch it. Forget these things don't have a ton of ground clearance, so you'll watch what you go over. I think 7-8 inches maybe. Whereas a lot of your new ATVs have, you know, about a foot of clearance, at least 11 inches, anyways. So even first gear, high range, you can crawl right down these. I mean, they're not real steep, but steep enough hills. It's amazing what a good set of mud tires will do. These are mud lights on this thing, and I took the 400 out earlier. Of course, the tire's pretty bald on that, and I really couldn't. I almost couldn't make it up these hills right on the road here. So this one, yep, full-time four-wheel drive. Can't take it in and out, which is okay, I guess. Less parts to break. You don't have a split drive shaft or an actuator in the front differential, but it does make steering a little bit tougher. Really, these things are nice, quiet machines. Yeah, I don't know. Brakes, one brake lever here for your front and rear, and then you got a foot pedal for your just the rear. You have a dash here, tells you what gear you're in, 1 through 5, but I noticed for some reason 2 and 3 don't light up. They click right into gear, no problem, but maybe the bulbs in there burn out. Now this thing's a really good hunting rig, I would say, because it's nice and quiet. That's what you want. You want something quiet when you're hunting, for sure. Should be dependable with the 454 Suzuki, liquid cooled 4-stroke engine. Get up in the field, get onto her a little bit, see what we can get it to. So I'm not gonna do a top speed on the low range, low range, but I did that on the 400, and about 30 miles an hour is what you're gonna get out of it in low range, 5th gear. So, all right, then we'll stop here. We'll see what we can get to. About 40, maybe 41, 42. And that was pretty close. I'd say 45, and you're maxing out pretty good. About 40 right there in the field. Yeah, like I said, probably 45. Maybe get a little more, but should be screaming at that point, so I wouldn't run it too long. But it's all you need for a full drive, especially if you do a lot of hunting, and even your trails, you're not gonna run that fast for most of your 4x4 trails. You got her a little muddy, that's for sure. But well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video there, and I'll post another one when I get one for sale. But have a good one.